All right, so get in a comfortable position. Whew, feet on the floor. We're earth, and you can't see my feet. If you've got blocks, place your feet on blocks. I don't, so I'm just keeping my shoes on because they're a little bit higher, and they'll be helpful for me to have a little bit of support or uprightness. We'll just start with some breathing exercises, hands on the knees. Inhale, float the heart up. Exhale, contract the belly and round the shoulders. Inhale, extension, exhale, flexion. I'm also realizing that I forgot my pillow, so my little bones are not happy on this hard chair, but we'll make do. But if you do have that issue, please make sure you're comfortable and have a pillow underneath your sit bones. Inhale and exhale. And pause here. We'll take a box breath. So 4 count, inhale, hold for 4, exhale 4, then hold for 4. Just bring your hands, thumb and pointer finger together, resting in your lap. Open or down, it doesn't matter. We'll begin together with an inhale of 1, 2, 4. Hold the breath for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale or hold for 4. We're repeating. Inhale for 1, 2, 4. Hold 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath 4. And then we're going to keep doing that, but add in this element of pelvic floor lift. So as you inhale, allow the pelvic floor to relax. As you hold, the pelvic floor contracts. So it's ladies like doing a Kegel. And then as you exhale, you're going to release or hold the contraction, and then hold again on the holding the breath out. So we'll begin inhaling for 1, 3, 4. Pelvic floor is soft. Hold for 4 counts. You're engaging the pelvic floor and drawing upward and inward. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the pelvic floor, and then hold for 4. Contracting the pelvic floor. Inhale. Soften the pelvic floor. Hold at the top. Contracting the pelvic floor. Exhale 4, 3. Softening the pelvic floor. Hold the breath out. Contracting the pelvic floor. And repeat at your own pace. Two more times. Being present in the body, aware of the breath. Contracting the pelvic floor. In body, embracing, in tune. One more set. And then take a regular breath. Bring the arms overhead on your next breath in. And then exhale, hands to the heart. We'll take that twice more. You can do this seated or standing. So whenever we do chair yoga, you feel free to stand, sit, use your mat, or use a chair. And we will have a chance to take this into a standing as well. Let's twist to the right. So bring left hand across the knee and twist to your right. Inhale, bring the head forward. So just turn the neck gently. Exhale, look back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, looking back. We'll go a little deeper. Inhale, all the way back to center. And exhale, pause. I'm gonna feel left and right side. And we'll take it to the other direction, crossing wrist over knee or holding the chair, whatever's helpful for you. And then the arm comes behind. Inhale, look forward. So we're turning the neck as far of the range, as much range of motion as you can. Exhale, look back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, trace the direction you're going with your eyes first, and then your nose and the head. Eyes first, nose and head. And all the way back to center. Releasing, shake that out. We'll take a breath in, hands behind the head. Lift through the spine and 3 exhales. Exhale, exhale, exhale at the spinal twist. Inhale, tall. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Try to keep the spine upright and the head right on top of the spine. I know when we get to that last twist, it's easy to want to drop the elbow in and bend the head. Keep the head lifted. If you have to loosen your grip behind the head to make that happen, do so. And back to center and release. We'll take the head over to one shoulder and the opposite arm out. You get a nice open neck stretch all the way through. Same hand up to ear. So for me, it's, if I'm mirroring you, it would be your left arm. My right, your left. Gentle stretch. Release the top hand and let your chin drop to the chest. Roll to the other side. And bring it all the way upright. Then we'll take the head and tilt it to the right. Your right, my left. Opposite arm extends out. Breathe in. Breathe out and just notice what sensations are coming up for you. Take the hand and sweep it all the way around. We're touching the ear, pressing lightly up into the hand. The hand is not so much pressing down as the head is pressing up. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. And then drop the chin to the chest as you release the head. Circle it all the way to the other side, making a big half circle smile. And landing back on top of the neck. We'll take the head to the side. Just roll it side to side. So we're going from left to right and back to left. Inhale as you reach ear to knee to ear to shoulder. Exhale as the chin comes down to the chest. Inhale side. Exhale, tuck chin to chest. And then we'll stretch the front part of the neck. So you'll lift the chin, but don't tilt the head back, tilt it up. Up with the sternum here. Take the hands on the knees and pull back so you can get the whole body to lengthen and stretch in this position. Hold the body there. Only the chin comes to the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Tip the chin back up to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Twice more. Inhale, open up the neck here. Exhale. Powerful stretch for the back of the neck. Last time. Oh, powerful stretch for the front of the neck. And I think because our neck tends to be in this position a lot, because we're on the computer, we're driving, it's stretching the neck is where we really want to put our emphasis on. So great job there. We'll take the left knee into the chest, exhale, lower. If you want to use the hand to support the lift and the lower, you can. Possibly just the lift and slow lowering down. Lift, let's just stick to one side. Use your right leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. Ab muscles one more time. And a lot of that's going to be felt in your hip flexor. So when we're done, you'll lean forward, hands, elbows to the thigh, drop the head and release the hip flexor. Release the head, release the neck. Release the shoulders. And then roll back up and we'll go to the first side again. Lifting the knee and lower. And again, you could use the hand for support or take it with no hands. And it's slow. We're not trying to get somewhere, so don't speed it up or try to go fast. It's just a slow lift, slow lower. One more time. And lower. And then again, wiggle the hips. Release the hip flexor by pressing down on the crease of right where the crease of the femur bone hits the hip socket. Press the thigh bone down, lean forward, and then bring your elbows to the shin, to the thigh. Drop the head forward in a forward bow. From here, touch your toes or see if you can take one hand down, cross right hand to left toe. And bring it back up. Cross left hand to right toe. Full breath in, full breath out. Back to center. Touch right hand to left toe or ankle. And then if you'd like, you can slowly freeform rotate to the side. So we've got one hand on the ground and one hand reaching to the side. And slowly bring your left arm back in, support forearm to the thigh. I know I keep mirroring you and then not mirroring you guys, but I'm going to just say left and right, my left and right, so you can make that juxtaposition. Left hand to right foot, right elbow is going to sweep out. And take a rotation. Breathe in, breathe out, hold. You're touching, remember, the ankle, the knee. We're supporting the forearm to the thigh. We're in a forward flexion state and then a rotation. Slowly bring your right hand back to the knee and let both forearms support you. And lift up slowly. Come to the edge of your chair. So your feet are grounded and we'll lift and lower, maybe 5 to 10 times we'll see, with the use of the chair or the hands simply in front. You'll shift up all the weight, take bearing, comes into the thighs, press up, and then exhale, barely touch the hips down and press back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Keep your knees tracking directly over second and third toe. So if they're bowing in, there's a weakness there. You want to use the outer hip, the outer rotators, to keep the knees in alignment. We're doing squats, yes, for your glutes, quads, hamstrings, pretty much your whole leg. Keep pressing down through the feet. If you're outside, you're pressing down into the earth. I'm just out here on my deck. Lovely grassy area. One more time. And then we'll take it all the way back to seated. And shake the legs out. Turning to one side. You take the right knee forward and the left leg back. I've got one hip on the chair, and this might be awkward depending on how your chair is built for you. So you could also take this to a stand and use a hand on the chair. You're right here. We'll bring the opposite arm all the way up, and then exhale, lower the knee and the arm. Inhale, push the arm up, exhale, lower. Bending the back knee. You're working right into the calf, quad, hamstring, hip flexor, and then bring it back to center. Switch to the other side. Shake the legs out. You can feel how powerful that is on the leg. We'll take the left leg now forward, and we're balancing on the toe of the back foot. Charge the leg. If you keep the hip down, that's great. It looks like this. The arm's going to reach up, and then when the arm comes down, we'll bend the back knee in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. So let's show this stationary right now. Inhale. And exhale. You could do this standing or supported with the chair. Twice more. One more time. Extend that back leg as strong as you can, and then bring it back to center. While we're here, we might as well make the time, as we've made the time, take the time to make the effort worth it. And then shake it out. Hip stretch. We'll bring right ankle across the left thigh. If you have a stool in front of you or something a little bit lower, I could probably use like a chair. I actually happen to have quite a lower chair. You can place the foot on the chair if it's not quite coming to the knee, so it gives you a little space, right? So all we're doing is turning the knee out, and I want to be on the blade of the foot, not sickling, be on the blade, active foot here. Inhale and then exhale, lean forward until you start feeling the stretch in the hip. And then move the hip back. Breathe in, breathe out. So I feel that deep hip stretch when I cross my ankle, not so much when my foot's forward, but every body is different. Make modifications that make sense to you. And I'll bring it back up. And we'll switch sides. Before you switch sides, just hold the knee and rotate through the ankle. A little joint mobility. Slide. And the ankle. Both directions. Yes, I wear socks with my sandals. Because I can. I don't care. All right. So the left ankle over the right thigh or in front of you. Again, keep the foot active. Inhale. Charge the heart upward, and then exhale, lean forward. Whew. So if we're really anchored in the sit bones and we're moving from the hip here, not bending at the waist like this, you're really going to start to feel that in your hip. So the back is Still relatively flat, the hips anchored. And you feel this stretch in the left hip for sure. Inhale, bring it back up. Rotate through the ankle. So you're holding the hands, the knee with the hands, supporting both directions. Excellent. Now, if you have a chair, we're going to use the back of your chair for this one. Just take this one out of the way. And turn this one to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. The hands on the chair, you walk yourself back until the arms are outstretched, the hips are extending away from the heart, pushing down on the top of the chair. And I get somewhat of a little dip through this lower back. If it's grounded at all, bend your knees and then tilt the sit bones up. You want to have this rocking action through the pelvic floor, the pelvis. So we unlock the low back. Press down through the hands into the chair. You can be as far up or back as you'd like. You still get that space in the hip, still get the mobility in the shoulder, and wherever you're at, if you've got a shoulder, one shoulder that's not on board, it might be right here. Really keep working the stretch, keep working the strength, keep working the mobility. And then gently come back up. And we'll take a stand, hand on the chair, stretching the quad here. There's a couple ways to do this. Bring my chair back in. Help me with this. So one way of stretching the quad is to place the shin on the chair. And then bend until you feel the quad stretch on the front leg. Another way is just to take the hand to the foot and draw the heel in. You're going to drop the quad or the knee towards the floor. Entertain the muscles of the belly to draw in. Pelvic floor lift as the tailbone drops down. That gets even more stretch for the quad. And then we'll switch sides. Using a chair or a wall for support. Take the foot in the opposite hand. So left foot to hand. Push the foot down into the hand. Open the shoulder. Keep the knee moving towards the floor and the heel moving towards the glute. And of course, we don't want to collapse in the low back here. You got to pull your belly and ribs in. Hold strong up through the torso, this area. One more breath. Oh, that's a big muscle. It takes a lot to stretch it out. And then go ahead and release, shaking the legs. Create a little bit of space and then take a wide stance. I'm going to try to do this so you guys can see me. A little wider stance here. Hands on the waist. Shift the hips side to side. And then take one arm up and over, big side stretch. And back to center. Hand to the waist, shift the hips, up and over, other direction. And bring it back to center, this time bend the knees and take the hips side to side. This is a little bit more like a hula. And then you take forward and back, pelvic floor tilt, or pelvis tilt, forward and back, and then in a circle, so forward, side, back, and side. Remember to keep the knees stationary. They're a little bent here. So the power in the anchoring happens in the feet. So the hips are a little bit freer to move, and then circle the opposite direction. Take this as slow or as fast as you like. I'm taking it really slow. I want to feel into the joint, muscle, make sure I have support there. And then straighten the legs, wiggle it out again. Awesome job. Come to a seated point again. We'll take a little seat. Breathe in, breathe out. Arms behind the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers and drop the knuckles down. Inhale, raise the chest to the sky. And then exhale, lean forward. You can bow forward all the way into a forward fold, or take a hold of the chair. I like that one because it's a nice anchor. And as you pull forward, the hands act as an anchor against the chair. You're gonna breath in, breath out. Low back is safe, feet on the ground. And then pull it back to center. And shake it out. One last one here. We'll cross right elbow in front of left, or just mirror me. And remember which arm is on top. We're gonna give yourself a hug. So the elbows pretty much come together and they look like a talking lips right here in our mind's eye or out loud. I am beautiful. Yes, you are. And bring the elbows vertical and maybe back to back or maybe palm to palm. Inhale, raise the hands upward, and then exhale, pull in elbows to the waist. Inhale, raise the elbows upward, and exhale, just a slow movement. And if that movement is bothersome, keep it right here in the vertical position with the spine. Remember to support the rounding by pulling in or drawing in with the navel. I want to feel a full back body right here. Open up. One more time. Yes, and then we'll take our eagle arms, our eagle wings, release it, and then float them outward. Big wide expanse to the back of the chair, or interlacing the fingers and drop forward again. Softer stretch. If you're doing the forward fold, that's a more intense stretch. I like the soft, more upright stretch in this case. And we're going to take it to the other side, where we now have the left arm, my left arm, on top of the right. If you're mirroring, do the opposite. Give yourself a hug. I am amazing. Yes, you are. Pull the elbows. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, draw in. Twice more. One more. And as you come back to center, slowly unwind the arms, release the heart wings outward. Inhale, take a big breath upward to the sky. And exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. Well, release the middle three fingers and open up into a blossoming Padma or lotus. I'm going to scoot back on my chair in a more comfortable meditative posture. The lotus flower blooms in the muddy water. May we, like the lotus flower, be at home in the muddy water. As you contemplate that on that, where there's mud and dirtiness and in your life, remember that life is happening for you, not to you. And as life happens for you, it also happens through you. You have creativity and magic in your own heart and soul to direct your life in whatever way you'd like to direct it, just by directing our thoughts. A deep breath in and a deep breath out. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. With deep respect, love, and grace, I honor my heart, my inner guru, my inner teacher. Bring the palms together. Thanks for joining me in the backyard experience today and this openness. If you have a chance to get out in nature, for sure, take your shoes off and get grounded. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.